Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Chicago Bears. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Mononga. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10.
This defense for the Chiefs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He'll get 15 there as he kept it himself, yet it will still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 27. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. There he goes, left side. Joe Mixon. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that will be no good, but there are penalty flags on the field here. And I think they were a little overzealous trying to block that one. A try here for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's a
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
To the air, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixing up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! Rashee Rice, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Williams looking to do it himself. Open man down the field. That's Burden. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
6 yards. That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. To throw, it's Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Chiefs 42-yard line.
What is going on?
Here's Williams. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team, sending this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And that will set him up in excellent shape. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith trying to run for it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
4th down and goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Looking to throw is Williams. And he's taken down. Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Nixon will try the right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Nixon will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
From the gun, here's Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
With a short throw, it's caught by Komet.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Williams looking to do it himself.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Over the middle, he's going to find Burden.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
That's another Bears first down and goal to go.
Operating from the gun, Williams. And it's caught. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 3. And he's got it. A
driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. But with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from him in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
18 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Now Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They give to Nixon to try to pick it up.
And he will have the Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Back to Nixon on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 13 yards.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Play action. Now Williams.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That would have set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Williams.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
2 yards on the
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Filthy.
Throwing is Williams.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Williams going to sneak it.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Biggie Angels.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 24-10.
Bears 10. Cairo Santos
after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
Trey Palmer, 75 yards. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by Butker is on target. And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
What is up?
Williams now throwing to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Oh, Dinsley wide open. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
Bears first down.
What is up?
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Monangai. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
What is up?
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Mixon with a first down carry. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup.
Once again, they run with Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. sets them back. A loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit